one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Just a couple announcements today. This week is College Go Week. Today is Work Mullet Day. Fancy on top, casual, comfortable pants on the bottom. Tomorrow is Academia Day. Wear blazers, cardigans, tweed, glasses for your favorite college apparel. One last announcement, the prom committee is hosting a color run. It's going to be next Saturday. You can pre-register now for $20. After this Friday, I believe it goes up to $25. Have a great day, Marauders.
When you're done with the warm-up, you shed your crampers. Okay, so you guys got your, I put the test grades in last night. Could everyone see those test grades? Can you see those? I thought they went really well. I thought you guys did really well on the test. As a whole, we did pretty well. So, round of applause for you guys. So let's talk about our warm-up. So we're entering a new age, Okay, we were in the Middle Ages. Okay, what is the Renaissance a rebirth of? Okay, what are we talking about when we talk about this rebirth of that occurred during the Renaissance? Yes. Culture. What aspects of culture are we seeing rebirth? Whose culture are we seeing? Europe's. There's an overall cultural revival, but whose culture are they focusing on as that rebirth? Okay, we talk about this rebirth. What does it mean if we're talking about a rebirth? Was it there recently? If it's being reborn? No. So we're talking about ancient Greek and Roman rebirth. Okay, they thought that the ancient Greeks and the ancient Romans had it all right. Everything that they did, they were the pinnacle of wisdom at that time. Okay, so we're seeing this cultural rebirth where they focused on something that we call humanism. What do we find what humanism meant? And to know this is important today for the activity that we're going to do to replace our notes. What does it mean? Humanism. Yes.
So like focus on things like art and literature.
What about the word? Yes, but what about the word humanism? Break that down. What does it mean, humanism? What do you think? Study of humans, right? Putting humans at the center of the worldview. Okay, because before we talked about it was more. What was the center of the worldview before this time? What was the center of everything that revolved around the church, right? Everything revolved around the church. So now we're taking humans, okay, and replacing with the divine. So the divine was the top. The church was the top. The church held all the power, all the money, and now we're replacing with humans. Okay, we're studying humans. We're studying human achievement. What can we create? So it's a fascinating time of rebirth. Okay. So where do you guys find from that thing we did after the test? Where did the Renaissance start? Italy. Okay, so the Renaissance started in Italy. Why do you think Italy was a great place for this movement to start? Yeah. Right. Okay. So we're studying Roman civilizations, studying Roman achievement, and where else better to start than Italy? Why else might Italy be a great place for this to start? Yeah. Okay. What? Correct. What? How do they achieve that wealth? Thinking back to the main unit, the main piece, the main topic of our last unit. Why was Italy so wealthy? What do you say? Trade. Good. Okay, trade. We had all these port cities. Okay, it's a peninsula, right? We had all these port cities connecting the Mediterranean to Europe and to the Middle East, to the Silk Road, and to everything in between. Okay. Where do you think the first place to get the Black Plague was? Might not know this, but where do you think the first place in Europe where the Black Plague first ignited and spread? It's right here in Italy. Because of the port cities, because of their access to trade, okay, we have this boom. Everything starts in Italy because of the access to trade routes. Okay, so the Renaissance. So we're gonna catch up on our current events. It's been a while, but today we're gonna do a little bit of a gallery walk. Okay, looking at aspects of the Renaissance in art, in architecture, and in scientific and academic thought. But first, let's get a little caught up on our current events. When was the last time we did Scene in 10? It was a while ago, right? Was it last week? Sometime last week? How many people have walked on the moon? What do you think? We know? Yeah? I'll take your hand up. Any guesses?
12.
12, that's a guess. Let's see. Do you guys know who this guy is?
Yeah.
Okay, did you guys watch Bill Nye in science classes in the middle? Okay, good. I was just checking. We got to get on there. We got to get a shout out. We got to do something like that. All right. So what did I hand out to you guys? Have you seen? When was the last time we've done a gallery walk? What was it for? Do you remember? The Black Plague Gallery Walk. Okay. But now we're focusing on Renaissance. Okay, the Renaissance, the advancements and the achievements that came with it, and the spread of these. So when you go through these, I want you to focus on humanism. Okay, what did we talk about humanism was? It was in our warm-up. What did we talk about humanism was? What is humanism? It's important to know to get this activity. Yeah. Focusing on humans instead of the church. Okay, humans are the center instead of the divine. Okay, back then, back in the Middle Ages, okay, the church ruled everything, but now we're focusing on human achievement. So on the backside, to complete this, before we start on the backside, okay, and I'm going to have it wrote up here because these questions have to do with humanism. Okay, so we're going to give ourselves a definition of what is humanism. What is humanism? Okay, you said focus on humans instead of the divine. Okay, I like that. Focus on human beings instead of the divine. Do we know what that means? God, the church, good. Okay, focus on humans instead of the divine. And we talked about the Renaissance being this time of rebirth. What do we rebirth? What is this the rebirth of? What culture is this the rebirth of? Yeah. Roman and Greek, right? Rebirth of Roman and Greek culture. And why is this culture looked at specifically during this time? Because they thought what about the Greeks and the Romans? Why did they hold them to such high regard that they chose to look at their works? They thought that the Roman and the Greeks were what? Advanced. Yeah, super smart. They were the pinnacle of wisdom. Okay, they want to get back to that. Okay, they want to get back to that. The last thing, as you'll see around the room, okay, we're focusing on human achievement. And potential. Okay. Focusing on achievement and human potential. And as we're doing this, think back to the warm-up that we discussed earlier. Think back to the why that this movement started in Italy. Think back to what it means, what humanism really means. Okay. All right, so what we're doing now, we're gonna start the gallery arc. So I'm gonna give you guys a number. Remember this number, don't forget it. Okay. When you have your number, put it in the air, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you guys. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We have our numbers. Hold them up in the air for me so you see. Okay. So you all know our numbers. Okay. If you are in group 1, your first station is back here. Okay, and bring that sheet, bring something to write on if you need to, but that sheet's most important. Okay, so station 1, start back here. Station 2.
Did everybody hear that? Station 1 is back there. Wait.
Station 3. Stay put until we're done. I know we're excited. Station 4, Station 5, and then Station 6 back there. You got it? Okay. Start your first one, and I'll give the start. About 5 to 6 minutes per station. That's what we're going to do.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Are we ready? You can begin. What do you guys think that conclude means? And it's just means. The desired outcome. So is that saying that you can do whatever you want as long as the desired outcome, which is good, which is moral, you can do whatever you want to achieve that goal?